Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be an updated current favorites. I feel like I haven't done one of these in an extremely long time. Matter of fact, let's look to see when the last time I did a favorites video. I feel like it has been some years. It's been some years. It has been some years. Oh, July. Okay. July favorites. A year. 8 months ago. Almost a year, but here we are. So if you would like to see what my current beauty favorites are, then make sure you keep on watching. All right, so let's get started on these current favorites. I'm gonna try to go in the order that I do my face, starting with primers. So I've really been loving the Refy primer, which looks like this. This is the face primer Glow and Sculpt from Refy Beauty. I really love this one. It's nice and hydrating and it has like that little rollerball application. I will say if you are a working makeup artist, you want to make sure that you're squeezing this product out or even untwisting it here and squeezing it out, because rolling it on the client's face is not sanitary. However, for personal use, it's perfectly fine as long as your face is clean. Unless you're going through like a breakout or a rash, then you want to squeeze it onto something else and then apply it to the face. But here nor there. I've been really loving this primer. It keeps my skin nice and hydrated. It works really well with a lot of foundations. I haven't found a foundation yet that it doesn't work with. So yeah, I've really been loving this. If you are normal to dry, I think you would really love this one, especially for the springtime and summertime, just keeping the skin nice and glowy and hydrated. I'm always looking for that. Always. Where's the other one? The next primer that I've been loving is by Fashion Fair, and this one is the priming serum. This also keeps my skin nice and hydrated. I think this one has skincare benefits in it, but I love how this feels on the skin. It feels so good, so smooth, so silky. I'm so happy that Fashion Fair is back, although I wish they would have kept their like pink aesthetic, like the classic Fashion Fair, but I'm here for the white and gold as well. It just does get a little bit dirty, as you can see. Let's see. I don't know if you can really tell, but it's like makeup everywhere on it. But I mean, of course, it's going to happen with white packaging. So yeah, that's the only downfall. However, I love the product that is inside of it. It just feels so good on the skin. It doesn't break up my makeup. It plays well with a lot of foundations. And that one as well, I haven't found a foundation that it does not work well with. So these two primers have definitely been in rotation. And then of course, the Urban Decay All Nighter Primer. I love this one as well. This is like my hands down my go-to primer. If I don't know what primer to use, or if I'm going out of town, if I need a primer that I can trust, it's definitely going to be the All Hours primer, because it definitely holds on to your makeup. I love this primer on clients as well, whether you're oily or dry. It just works really well. So these three have been in rotation for primers. I think this is like my third or fourth one, and I'm almost done with this one. So I really love it, really love it. And I think I'm almost done with this one too. But next, let's move on to a couple of foundations that I've been really loving and rotating out. First, we're going to start off with the Haus Labs foundation, and this is I think number 460. The sticker came off of it, but I love this one for like a lighter coverage day. This one has skincare benefits in it as well. So if you're looking for a foundation that gives you skin benefits as well as coverage and very pretty, this is a very dewy foundation. So if you're oily, I don't know how you might feel about this one, because it does give dew and glow to the skin. Probably like wintertime would be the best time to try this out if you're oily, but I love this foundation. It looks so good on the skin. The packaging is nice and weighted. It's like a frosted glass. The cap has the H on the top. I did a review on this foundation. I will go ahead and leave it linked above so you can check it out. But I really love this foundation for like a very clean, like everyday go-to foundation that keeps your skin hydrated and very pretty. definitely the Haus Labs, hands down. Another one is going to be by Mario, and these are the Makeup by Mario foundations. I really love these foundations. I did a review on these as well. I'll link that one above. I have the color 24N and 25W. The 25W, I'm kind of saving it towards winter, I mean not winter time, summertime, when I'm a little bit deeper, but 24N is like my perfect shade. I hands down love this foundation. It looks like skin. I don't have to wear concealer with this. I don't have to do anything else with it. I can literally throw this on, mascara, gloss, and go. It's one of those foundations. However, you can also bump it up and wear it full glam. This is like a really good foundation. I am normal to dry, but I love this foundation. It is so beautiful on the skin. Love, 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 love. I can't wait to see when he expands the shade range. That will be pretty dope to kind of fill in the in-between shades. And also the bronzers. Still waiting on the bronzers to be updated, because baby, those powder bronzers, not it. Next up for foundation, we're going to talk about two more, which is the first one is by Nars. This is the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear. I love this. Nars never fails me when it comes to foundations. All of their foundations are beautiful. I have just really been reaching for this one. This looks so good on the skin. It is full coverage, a nice natural glow to the skin, not drying, but if you do powder it, it will give you that matte look. I love to use this on a lot of my clients. This is like my go-to foundation for clients, this and the Dior. But yeah, I love Nars and I love this foundation. I have Manus and New Caledonia. New Caledonia for when I'm a little bit deeper, and then Manus from like when I'm a little bit lighter. And then if I need to, I'll just mix the two. You guys know I love to mix. I'm not opposed to mixing. I feel like it gives me the best results. And then also the Luminous Silk Foundation from Giorgio Armani. I am in number 13. I use this by itself. I also use it with the Nars foundation, and then I also use it with Makeup by Mario. I'll mix this in any one of those. And I also like to mix this in my Makeup Forever foundation, the new HD one, just because I feel like that color is a little too light, and then the next shade up does not work for me. However, I love the Luminous Silk. It is more of like it reminds me of the Haus Lab foundation, just not as much skincare benefits. Still gives you that nice pretty glow to the skin, but not as hydrating and dewy as this one. But nonetheless, this is a very, very pretty foundation. I feel like this is maybe $50 or $60. Yeah, around that price range, so a little bit more on the expensive side, but it's definitely worth it. They do offer their smaller sizes where you can kind of try it out before you commit to the full bottle, and I feel like those are about $30. So yes, 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 those have been the foundations that I have been rotating through these last couple of months. Next, let's move on to concealers. So concealers, hands down, I have been like really rocking with the Dior Skin Correct concealers. I've been using 5N and 4W. I am like almost out of the 5N, but I do have like a little backup, so I'm like, I really use this. I'm almost done. And then the 4W, I'm not almost done with this one because it's just kind of like a topper just to brighten certain areas, but I really use the 5N on everyday natural looks if I just want to kind of correct and go. But if I'm going out, I'll top it off with the 4W. I love these. They keep underneath the eyes nice and hydrated and supple and smooth and beautiful. I just really love these Dior concealers. I know they did change the packaging. I feel like the packaging is a little bit heavier. I think the new packaging is glass, if I'm not mistaken. Don't know, don't feel like pulling out the other one, but if you're looking for a concealer to try, definitely look for the Dior Forever Skin Correct. They're very, very pretty. Very pretty underneath the eyes. The next one that I've been really rotating through too is the Huda Beauty concealer. I have Crumble, and then I have another one, I think Praline. I have like 4 of these, 3 or 4 of these, maybe 3. So this one is more of a matte type of finish underneath the eyes, more full coverage. So this is like when I want to wear glam, I'll wear my Huda. Definitely a very pretty concealer if you're trying to achieve like that flawless full coverage, that Instagram look, that just put together, just snatched. Huda will get you there. I don't really think this has a fragrance. Oh, very slight, but not crazy, because you know Huda she sprinkle a little bit too much of that fragrance from time to time. But nonetheless, I really love this Huda concealer. Very pretty underneath the eyes. Full coverage. If you're not looking for full coverage, do not grab this, because this is full coverage. Next up, let's move into like bronzers. So you guys know I've really been loving this Tarte Double Duty Sculpt tape. Yep, Sculpt tape. I have two. I have deep bronze and rich bronze. One gives me a little bit more warmth than the other. I think the warmth one is, yeah, deep bronze is the warmer one. And then rich bronze is the one that I kind of use to contour with, to sculpt. Yeah. I use the, yep. So this is rich bronze and deep bronze, right? Deep bronze. Deep bronze is the lighter one. Rich bronze is the darker one. So I like to warm up with deep bronze, and rich bronze I'll kind of chisel my face out a little bit more. But these are so beautiful. They blend out gorgeous. They just lay on the skin very pretty. I'll leave the video linked up above where you can see where I tried it out. But I love this one. This one is definitely the dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury, because she just wasn't ready to get her colors together and extend it for us to try. So we left her where she was, and Tarte Sculpt tape came through, even though some of their products ain't all that for us. However, I love these Sculpt tapes. They're very pretty on the skin. Let's move to brows, because I have only like 2 brow pencils that I wanted to talk about. Let me see if I can find it first. Where is it? I don't know where the other one is. Did I leave it? I may not leave it, but I don't know where it is. All right, so let's start off with the first one being Refy Beauty. So Refy has snuck into my life and changed my little brow routine up. I love this pencil. This one is medium, I think. They don't have the names on them, but this one is medium. I feel like it works for a lot of different skin tones. I think they only have like light, medium, dark. The dark is like blackish. So I stick to the Refy medium, and I really love this one. It's nice and soft. It looks very pretty on the eyes. It doesn't leave, like, it doesn't tug. Like, that's why I really don't like the Anastasia one, because the Anastasia one like tugs and it's super dry, and I feel like by the time I'm done using it, I've lost a couple of brow hairs, and I can't afford to lose any brow hairs. Sorry. So I love how this Refy Beauty pencil looks. It looks nice, it's pretty, it's soft, it's chic. Comes with a little brow spoolie on the end, and yeah, oh, it does have the name on it. It has it on the end down here. So yes, this is the medium brow pencil. Love this. And then, as well as, let me see if I can find it. I don't know where it went. Just like disappeared, but I was just using it. Oh, here we go. My Ride or Die brow pencil for the past 2 years, maybe 3? 2, maybe 2 for sure, has been the Benefit Precisely My Brow. I love this pencil. This pencil, like, I don't know. I'm in between 4.5 and 5. I fluctuate between the two, but I love these pencils. Anytime they go on sale, I grab like 10 of them and stock up, because that's how much I love these pencils. They are good. They're not as soft as the Refy Beauty. They don't pull my hairs out like the Anastasia. It just gives it a very nice powdery real brow look, and that's what I'm trying to achieve. Okay, so I love this one. If you're looking for brow pencils to try out, definitely look into the Refy and the Benefit Precisely My Brow. Hands down my go-tos. For a while it used to be the MAC Spiked, until they kind of changed the formula, and then I found this one, and these two have been my ride or dies lately. So yeah. Next, let's do concealers. So I have been going, well, not concealers, for my brows, I have went back to the MAC Studio Sculpt concealer. This one is an NC48. As you can see, I have put a dent in this one. So now that I'm back to it, I don't use as much product. When I first started using this product, I mean, I used to like, I'm gonna show you what I used to do. I used to dig into this product. You hear me? Like dig. And let's say this was my brow. I'm just giving an example. Let's say I'm gonna draw a fake brow. Right? Let's say this is my brow. When I tell you, I used to like pack on the concealer like this, because I wanted you to see that there was concealer there. Like, I used to pack on the concealer. Completely different way now. I will leave the brow tutorial link up above. But less is definitely more with this MAC Studio Sculpt concealer. So if you're looking for a concealer to clean up with your, clean up your brows, definitely give this a go. A little bit goes a very long way. I do very little just to kind of even out underneath the brow bone, and that is it. And I blend the rest onto my lid. But yes, I have went back to the MAC Studio Sculpt for my brows, and I've really been enjoying it. That's really the only thing that I clean my brows up with at all. I don't even use the Dior or the Huda. This has legit been it for the past almost year. Yeah, almost a year now. I have been just like stuck on this, and I still have a lot to go. So yeah. Next for brows as well, the Milani brow, Milani Weekend Brow Tint. So this is like the microblading effect for like brow hairs. Let me see if you can see it. There we go. So this is the color, but I have been using this to give a little bit more depth in between my brows. Really been loving it. I also used to use the Urban Decay one, but this has taken over. I also used to use the MAC the spiked something brow thing, but it came with like the powder on one side and the pen on the other, and I really only used the pen. So when I found this and I loved the color and it worked, I have been riding with this for like almost a year or two as well. Like my brow game has been like on point with these little products for like a good year. I've been riding with these for like a year now, and I love this. This was only like $7 or $8 if you're looking for like the brow blading, micro brow, whatever effect. Definitely check out the Milani Weekend Brow. And I am in color Espresso 140. All right, so moving on to like face powders, bronzers, all of that-esque. You guys know that I really love these Sephora bronzers. I use number 5 and 6. This one is number 6. I use 5 just to kind of really warm up the skin. And if I'm feeling like I want to be a little spicy, I go in with 6 to give me a little bit more warmth to the skin, very light-handedly. But these are super, super pretty on the skin and affordable. I think they're only like $20. So definitely check out Sephora bronzers. Don't be sleeping on those. Don't sleep on those. Then my ride or die. I feel like I talked about this one in a favorites video 6 years ago. Yeah, probably like 6 years ago. I'll leave it linked up above, maybe even 7. But that's how long I have been rocking with this MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in Dark Deep. I've ran through, I don't know how many of these powders, but I love them. They look so beautiful, just like a soft, natural matte with a little bit of sheen to the skin. I just love these powders. These will always stay in my collection. Like hands down, one of the best mineralized powders in the game. Don't sleep on these. I know the Sephora Micro Smooth powder is kind of like a dupe, but this will always be the mother of mineralized baked powders for the face. Don't sleep on these. Please don't sleep on these. Next, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush setting powder. This one is the brightening powder, and I have the one in yellow. So when I first tried this out, I did not like it. I was like, this has like glitter in it of some sort. Like I didn't like it. Now I can't put her down. Love the way it looks on the skin underneath the eyes. Let me show you just a little bit so you can get a taste of what I'm saying. See if you can notice a difference. Let's see. Do this side. Do you see a difference? Like, it just brightens up the eye. Love how this looks. I have been addicted to this powder, even though when I first tried it out, I was not having it. I was like, yeah, what is this? Take it back. Don't like it. And then I kind of just pulled it back out again, and it's been going good. I can't complain. It looks very pretty on the skin. It just gives like a little bit of brightness and life underneath the eyes. I have the Airbrush Brightening Flawless Finish Powder in Tan Deep. These are the white ones. They have one that's like white translucent, and then they have this one, the yellow one. So definitely look into these. And if you have it in your kit and you're like, don't know about this, try it again. Trust me, try it again. Next, for bronzing the skin, this powder has been slept on. I have heard nobody talk about this, but this is by Huda Beauty, and this is the Glowish Luminous Pressed Powder. Now, I don't use this for all over my face. I only use this as a bronzer. It gives a nice reflective sheen to the skin for bronzing effect, but it looks so... It just gives a nice, beautiful sheen to the skin. I'm gonna go ahead and link a video where I use this one, but because I want you guys to see it in action. This is such a beautiful powder. I bought this when it was on sale, and I brought one more because I was like, yeah, this is gonna be like my jam for summertime when I want like that nice golden glow bronzy look. This is who's about to give it to me. So if you're in Sephora, definitely check out the Huda Beauty Glowish powder. Yeah, I use it specifically just for bronzing the skin. Let me see if I can show you what it looks like around the face. I'll do one side so you can see. I don't know if you can really tell. There we go. So it gives like a nice pretty reflection, but nonetheless, I'm gonna link the video so you guys can see what it looks like in action, not on top of other makeup. Next up, let's move into setting powders for all over the face and underneath the eyes. So I've recently gotten to this Hourglass translucent veil, and this baby is so beautiful to set underneath the eyes. It gives like a smooth texture underneath the eyes. It kind of blurs everything. It gives like a luminous finish underneath the skin. So if you're looking for a powder to keep the glow for your makeup but set it, this Hourglass veil is where it's at. The translucent veil, I think this one is like 50, maybe 40 or $50, but it's so worth it. It's so beautiful on the skin. I never thought I was gonna say that, but baby, try it. I promise you will not be disappointed. Try it out, try it out, try it out. And then Huda Beauty again with her powders. I love this powder. I've been using this one 2 years, maybe even longer. But yeah, 2 years, around that time. But nonetheless, love this powder for setting underneath the eyes. It mattifies out the skin, center of the face. If you're oily, you'll like this. If you're dry, you can still use it. It doesn't over dry out underneath the eyes. So yeah, I've been really rocking with this Huda. I use banana bread if I want a little bit more glam, and I use Kuna for a little bit more natural. I can kind of alternate in Blondie if I want a little bit of extra oomph. I kind of alternate between those three. That's what's really good about her powders. You should be able to use 2 to 3 shades, everyone, in her whole line of powders. So Yeah, and it doesn't break me out, so that's also another plus. All right, next up, another bronzer that I want to talk about. Oh, well, the next three are kind of bronzers. First up, the Jaclyn Hill bronzer. This is the Bare Babe Press bronzer. I've been really rocking with this one for a while. This has been in a couple of the videos. It's just a really pretty everyday natural bronzer that blends very, very pretty on the skin, and it doesn't look crazy. Super pretty, especially for chocolate girls like me. Another bronzer that I've been really falling in love with is by Charlotte Tilbury again. This one is the Airbrush bronzer, and this one is in number 4, the darkest shade, which is no business that I'm the darkest for bronzer in her line. But it is a very pretty bronzer. It does go a little bit deeper than what it looks like in the pan. I kind of use it for more of like contour bronzer versus just bronzer because it has a little bit of like a cooler undertone. So for me, it works as like contour bronzer. Let me show you. Let's swatch a little bit more so you can see. So it's right here. So you see how it's a little bit cooler. So you see how it's a little bit cooler. So I use it more of like Sculpt bronzer than just bronzing up the skin. But it is, again, a very, very, very pretty bronzer. I just wish you would expand her color range. Now, another one from her that this looks so gorgeous on the skin. This is a cream bronzer. This is the Beautiful Skin Sun Kissed Glow bronzer in number 4 from Charlotte Tilbury. This one is so gorgeous. I have to stop myself from using it because I feel like there's not a lot of products in here, and I'm just like, girl, you about to run through this one and you about to have to buy another one. I don't think this one has the refill pan. No, it doesn't. So you have to buy the whole thing again. So I've been trying to just kind of stop myself from using it, but if you're looking for a skin-like bronzer, I use this on my clients a lot too. If you're looking for like a skin-like bronzer that just sits on the skin, so beautiful, this is for you. Like, it is so gorgeous. I love it. Love it. Definitely go into Sephora, swatch it. She only has 4 shades, which sucks. But yeah, definitely go swatch it and try it out. All right, almost done. Next up, we have the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette in number 3. So I remember buying this when it first came out, and I got the first one, and I was just like, this not for me. Like, what we doing? Why did I buy it? Then the 2 came out, and then the 3 wound up coming out. So the 3 looks so beautiful. I'm so like in love with this palette. It just gives a very beautiful glow to the skin from within. But like, just, I use it, you could use it as all over setting powder, but you could use it as a highlighter. I usually just like mix them together and then run it on my face. It just looks so good. Just adds life and glow back to the skin without it being like extra glowy. Like, it's not gonna give you, see how I just added light? It's not gonna give you a super beaming highlight. It definitely keeps it nice and subtle for you, where, you know, you look like just touched with golden goodness of shine. So yeah, if you're looking for a nice everyday, just like touched with glow color highlighter, and you're not really into the beaming highlighters, give Hourglass a try. This one was, I think, $65-esque, but you do get 3, and I think the only one of them by themselves is like $56 or $46, so it kind of just makes sense to get the whole trio. But I can't tell you what to do with your money. But just saying, if you're looking for like an everyday glow from within highlighter, definitely give this one a try. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Blushes that I have been loving, Haus Labs. This pink one I have been like really going hard on. It's super pretty. I have it on now. This one is called Dragon Fruit Days. It just is such a pretty pink. And I just really been loving her products just in general. Another blush that I have been really loving is by Dior, and it is these two right here, the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow blushes. I have the coral one and I do have the pink one, and these kind of warm up with your body, so they give you like they change with your body temperature, so it's supposed to fit everybody, which I do believe, because I've been rocking both of them and they look very, very pretty on the skin. So these have been in my collection and in rotation and will be staying here, especially for summertime, because they give the cheeks a little bit of like luminous tint to them, but still with color, but not glittery, if that makes sense, you know. And last but not least for blushes, these are the Giorgio Armani Neo Nude Melting Color Bombs. You guys know I've raved about these before. I have the number 22 and 30, and this was like my chocolate when I was looking for like a really chocolate blush that kind of just gave the cheeks like a little bronze kissed with warmth. This was it. And then for the times that I wanted a little bit more warm, like peachy, orangey colors, this was it, number 30. Definitely give these a try. They said you can use them on the lips, the eyes, and the cheeks, but I just use them for my cheeks. Ooh. I just use them for my cheeks. So yeah, love these. They're super pretty, especially on the skin. They have like a little gel moussey type of feel. I feel like the orange one is a little bit more creamy, but they're so pretty. It does not go this deep on the skin. It just looks, trust me when I tell you, these are like the most slept on little gems out there. I don't know why, but they're so pretty. So pretty. And then last but not least, we're going to touch on a few lip products and one eyeliner. I wanted to give a shout out to the One Size Black liquid liner. I love this liner. I have one for me, one in my kit, because it just is easy to apply. It lasts, it doesn't move, it dries down matte. It's just very, very pretty. And then for lips, the Refy lip pencil. This is the one in sepia, which once it sets, it doesn't, it doesn't move, which I really, really love. And it has like a cooler lip tone, so like chocolate with a little bit of a lot of deeper, but a lot of deeper. That don't even make sense, girl. But there we go. So you see how it's just a nice, it's like a step up from Chestnut from MAC. Really, really love it. You're supposed to apply it with this like thing underneath it, but I rarely use that part and it still lasts on me. So yeah. And then the NYX, what are these, slide on, no, the NYX Line Out Loud lip liners in Urban Cafe and Rebel Kind. These have been also like a ride or die lip for me lately. These are in my kit as well. Once they set, they don't move as well, so that's why I've really been liking them. This is the Refy in sepia. This one is the NYX Line Out Loud in Rebel Kind, and this one is Urban Cafe. So yeah, been really loving those lip liners, just to kind of keep my lips a little nude. And for lips or lipsticks and stuff, we have, where is it, here we go. So these Amy Cole like lip glaze things. I have this one, the nude one, and then I have the brown one, which is in my bag right now. This one is called Bliss, and I can't remember what the other one is called. It's the brown one, but I love these. They definitely give a little bit of color and tint to the lips. They are a little on the heavier mask side. They're supposed to be like a lip oil, lip mask treatment type of thing, but I use it as a gloss and I love them. They hold on, they last for a very long time. And then last but not least, the Makeup by Mario, what are these, the Moisture Glow lips? Yep, lip serums. I have like 4 or 5 of them in a whole bunch of colors. And I really love them. They're good for like throwing on and go, just throw it on the lips if you're not really trying to do too much. They go really good. And then if you're trying to glam up, you could do this with a lip liner or put a lipstick underneath it and put this on top. It's so versatile. I really, really love these products. So good, so good. And I think we made it. And then last but not least, we gotta talk about setting this face. We can't do all of this work and don't set the face. So I actually have 3 go-tos, but I think the other one is upstairs, which it probably is. So that one is the One Size, the finishing spray that makes it waterproof and mattes out the skin. But I love it because it makes your makeup last. But I also use that in conjunction with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is like my 4th one. Almost done, not almost, but it will be done close soon. I love this one. This one gives me more of like the natural dewy glow to the skin. It keeps it my skin hydrated, and it lasts. It claims to last 16 hours, no melting, fading, or creasing. It doesn't move on me. The makeup doesn't move on me. But I also pair this with, sometimes I'll wear this alone, and then sometimes I'll pair it with the One Size setting spray. And then of course, the trusty, handy, all-nighter Urban Decay setting spray. This is like a classic. This lasts so long. It helps your makeup last. It brings everything back to skin. So yeah, I love those 3 setting sprays. Those are like my go-to, and I'm almost out of this one, so I'm gonna have to go stock back up on that. Alright guys, so that completes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed my current favorites. Please let me know what some of your current favorites are that have been like staples to you these past months. I would love to know so I can kind of snoop around and see what else I need to try out. And yeah, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit that post notification bell so you stay up to date every time I upload and you don't miss the upload. And yeah, until next time, bye guys.